and share my screen. We have been working on the dyslexia information. And so this is what has come down. All of your teachers that are part of the project that have attended the Fall Institute, the quarterly or the monthly calls, and will be attending the Spring Institute can get the professional development credit, and it's going to be sent to you. And it's this in-service verification. I have added the Cultivating Readers Project, Fall Institute, collaboration calls, Spring Institute and trainings. It would be the administrator's responsibility to identify who on their team has met the criteria, and then have this signed and give them a copy. Next year, we are opening it up to all of the staff within the buildings that are participating that might not be implementing the Cultivating Readers. So what that's going to look like is I will be sending out a document that looks at, so David, for you guys, you might have a 4th and 5th grade teacher that might want to choose to do vocabulary instead of comprehension because we're moving into the comprehension year. We're going to ask that the members of your team that are part of Cultivating Readers stick with comprehension because they had vocabulary this year. But if you have teachers that want to attend this comprehension virtual training on the 8th or August 3rd, and then the monthly calls that will be the 4th Tuesday of the month for comprehension, the 3rd Tuesday of the month for vocabulary, they're going to get to make that choice. As an administrator, if you're going to give them this PD credit or the equivalency of that, you're going to have to track with those teachers what track they're on and that they attend the virtual training and monthly calls, and then the Spring Institute. Is that as clear as mud?
Well, honestly, just I have a hard enough time getting me to the meetings.
But this will be, it's going to be a state requirement to have dyslexia for recertification, a dyslexia course, and this meets that component of it. We had to fill out an application and get it approved, and we were able to do that for those people that did the work this year and next year. The conversation is potentially moving it into a university credit in the 3rd year, but for right now, this is what I was asked to do.
Well, we've actually got Sherilyn Bear says so. We have already done our PD, and we have a meeting in the fall time where we are actually getting the credit right now. So we're good that way. So okay, yeah, the whole district has done that. So we're actually working on the credit itself.
Perfect. Yeah. So Lynette, again, we have offered opportunities for the training, but if you have teachers that need the PD, is Blackfoot doing it district-wide, or is each teacher kind of on their own?
We're doing it district-wide. We already have someone scheduled to come in next year.
Okay.
So I think Blackfoot's good too.
Awesome. What about you, Jared?
We are still working on that, but I think we'll take advantage of this some way because some of our schools aren't part of the Cultivating Readers, and we'll have to have our own little program at the same time.
Okay, well, let me know how I can help. We wanted to start with the buildings that were currently participating. But if you could potentially give me numbers, if you had a group of teachers in different buildings that wanted the comprehension, just let me know so I can be sure that Lexi and Shelby know what those Zoom calls are gonna look like. Okay. So we are going to, and I'm gonna be emailing it out to you later this week is we will be having the Fall Institute where your MTSSR team will either go, I don't have anybody on this call up north, either to the Nampa Civic Center or to Idaho Falls. Kaylee has provided funds through the grant system. And what we're going to be doing is those dates have been set for if you're coming to the Nampa Civic Center, returning Boise August 8th. And if you're returning Idaho Falls August 11th. Jared, you typically bring your team to the Nampa Civic Center, so we have set aside a block of rooms at the Best Western that is right across the parking lot. I will be sending out an email on hotel room blocks, how you access them. I'm asking that everybody get registered when I send out the link prior to leaving for the summer. We always find it's really hard to get people registered if they go home and disconnect for the year.
Yeah, we might have to look at them. Because the 8th and 9th are a Tuesday, Wednesday, correct?
Well, you only come one day on the 8th. Brand
Yeah.
new districts are the 9th and 10th.
I think the A should be a Tuesday.
Yes, Monday
and so-
is the 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're bringing all our staff into Boise on the 8th and 9th and doing like our 2-day long PD. So I'll have to see what I can do to figure this out.
Okay.
Because we only get 2 days a year, we can bring all 7 of our schools into one location.
Sure. You could, because you have people in the Pocatello area, choose to bring your leadership team to Idaho Falls on the 11th. That makes a long day, a long week for your staff, but that is an option.
Yeah, I'll have to play with this a little bit.
Okay. So I will be sending out an email that has all the links to the Fall Institute with the dates and how people register for those. Question on, have you guys created your celebrations for the end of the school year on what went well and I haven't received a lot. That's why it's still on my agenda. I know, and that I'm looking at your folks over in Blackfoot. You guys have done some great work. Send me a picture of your team and a paragraph or something, even
Okay.
just a quote.
I'll check in with them. I know I've heard them talking about what they were going to do for it, but so I haven't followed up with them. So I will do that. I'll follow it. I'll make a note.
Perfect. Similar, Jared.
We are doing our spring, I think, IRI this week. So I'm waiting to kind of see how that final data comes through. We've had some great progress this year, but don't want to get ahead of myself and have all the wheels come off in May.
I know you guys have done good work. David, how's your team of 3rd grade teachers doing?
Well, we're 4th grade, but
Or 4th grade?
they have absolutely loved Shelby's lessons. and have really done a good job of not only implementing them, but with our, I guess, our instructional coach Rose, we've been able to have our MTSSRs faithfully and have really made quite a lot of progress, and having the teachers as excited as they are, having implemented things has been a nice change, because sometimes we get the, oh yeah, one more training, but they really have been involved in it, and they've
Nice.
seen the progress from their kids. And of course, on our team, we've really, focused on those kids. I mean, we started with the children who are in special education, but it has gone building wide. And we of course doing vocabulary, and so being able to track the data on the vocabulary and see how it's gone up from the beginning of the year it's been an eye-opener for all the teachers.
Nice. What about Moreland and Riverside? I'm not sure who's on the end there. I think it's Jane, but don't want to make an assumption. Silence. Okay. The Spring Institute will be June 13th.
Okay.
We
Excellent.
are working with Carol Disson, who is at the National Center for Improving Literacy. And if your MTSSR team would register for June 13th, 9 a.m. to noon, we will be working with Carol Disson. We will be looking at systems work. And then in the afternoon, Lexi and Shelby will be doing a training for instructional staff from 1 to 4. So anyone who is implementing the Cultivating Readers, coaching to this, or principal special ed director, you will want to take these links and ensure that the appropriate staff are registered. This is virtual. June 13th is a virtual day. Kaylee has set aside money to pay for our off-contract work. So if your teachers are off contract, there's a way to receive reimbursement for that. And she will be sending out some data. We'll be running through what trends we saw this year regarding our data, and then specific training for teachers in the area of the IRI that maybe did not show the most significant growth across our project. They'll do some targeted training on that. And like I said, Carol will be doing some of the systems work with us in the morning. Questions? David, did that answer?
It did. I was just asking Rose. She was just, she was just telling me that I was just asking if we were going to meet all together or we're going to meet at Rockford, but it's virtual. And so we'll have our team wherever that day.
Correct.
Thank you.
Correct. And with that being said, we will be also having parent training at the Fall Institute specific to new parents that are coming onto the project for your team. And that will be also part of the links that I send. That training will be serving on groups, will be August 2nd in person for any parent that is joining your team from a returning cohort, and that would be you guys. Questions? All right, that's what I had for you. I am open if you're having things that aren't going well, if you have teachers that are struggling with uploading videos, questions regarding your coaches' activities. let me know. I'm here to support the work. If not, that's it for today. All right, David's saying he's done. Jared says I'm out of here. All right, well, thank you all. I will see you all on June 30th and look for emails with registration links.
Thank you.
June 30th or 13th.
June 13th, but I'm going to be sending out emails for registration for the August.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.